guys. Now I made some changes to this once again. Of course, I put my new Dumbo RC controller on here. It's a 6-channel. I really like it. This controller is a really good option for a budget controller. I believe it was around $30 or so. And it has all your dip switches you need, which is nice, and all your trims. You know, like I said, it's got 6 channels, and you can easily power a winch on it. That's why I wanted it, because I think I'm gonna put a winch on this thing. I want a controller that can handle that and be able to handle my lights. I can hit that button here and it'll turn my lights off and on when I get the lights set up on this. I also removed the body posts on the back, on the rear. They pretty much weren't really serving any kind of purpose at all. The bed itself, let me take this thing off. I'll show you what the bed's sitting on. And I also put like a quick release system on here that cost me only like, I think $7 or $8. I'll put the cost of the pins that I used, which they work great. You'll get ready to see what I'm getting ready to do. I'll put it in the description. So if you guys want to do the same kind of setup, if you have the Trailfinder II like I got, you know, go for it. So far it's been a great option for a quick release system. But all I do is just pull the side up a little bit and do the same on the other side, and it is removed. And the Trailfinder has stock, it has 4 holes on this, on two on each side, and you got to put screws in here. Well, what I did is I got these Traxxas pins. I'll put, like I said, I'll put in the description. I think we're at like $7 or $8, and I'll put where I got them and everything. So if you guys are interested, I think you get like 10 or 12 of them for $7 or $8. And you just take, what I did is you can use like a pair of pliers and screw them in there, but I found it a lot easier to put it in a drill, and just like you do a drill bit, and tighten it down on this end, and the other end's threaded, and just screw it up in there just like you would a screw. And you know, screw it in there fairly far. I noticed like I can leave more slack out, but the more slack you leave out, the farther you got to bend the body to get it off there. And all you need is just a very little bit, if you can see that right there, to hold the body in place, and it holds it really good. And the bed itself actually sits right on top of these of the rear bumper, the pins, or whatever you want to call this, the extensions that come out to hold the bumper in place. The bed sits directly on top of that. I mean, just smooth. I might put like maybe like a one-sided foam tape, like a little piece here and a little there, just to give it a little bit of cushioning. It doesn't really need it, but I'm trying to make this thing as silent as possible. I'm also thinking about putting some heat shrink maybe on these. So, and it doesn't rattle or anything. I can't tell much, but just you know, just so it'll be kind of more protected, sliding the body off and on, no big deal. But I did put the new version 2 Hobbywing 1080, as you can see on here, and I took off my Trailmaster 21 turn Holmes Hobby motor, and I put the Crawlmaster Sport 550, the 13 turn Holmes Hobby motor on here. And I did that because it's 5-slot, so it's sort of like almost like a 20 some turn 3-slot motor, as the 21 turn Trailmaster is a 3-slot. Well, this one's 5-slot. That means it has 5 spaces in between the magnets when the motor rotates inside there, which causes it to get way better slow speed control. And paired with the Hobbywing 1080, I had backed down the initial starting force to like 0, and I did juice up the punch. I might pull the punch down some, but I was able to adjust everything to where this thing runs super smooth. And I went really nice and just kind of creeped up this ramp right here, just so you guys can see on this video. If you want to back it up to see it again, I went really slow, just to give you an idea of how much control I have. I have massive slow speed control now, and I love that slow moderation it's got. It's got plenty of power and torque. I just got it running on 2S 2200 milliamp hour 20C battery, nothing special. And it's got just plenty of wheel speed for trailing, and I can put it on 3S if I want a little bit more power, but I don't necessarily need that, especially for trailing. And I think even for crawling, this has got plenty of power. Just a great rig. I really do enjoy driving this thing. I've enjoyed upgrading it and trying out some different motors. I really like this Crawlmaster sport motor, the 13 turn. It's really nice. Now it doesn't have the top speed that the 21 turn has, but it's almost there. I mean, it might be like 1 or 2 mile per hour difference, and in crawler terms, that's, you know, that's significant. You know, 2 miles is when something goes 7 miles per hour, you take 2 off that, it's only 5, and now you can tell a difference with just 2 mile per hour on a crawler. But it's not a big deal. This thing still has enough takeoff speed. It's like a nice jogging speed on 2S. If I want to go full force, but normally I drive it at more scale, and I like to just kind of cruise. And I love the low speed moderation with a machine like this one, and I'm getting it with this Crawlmaster. I was planning on originally putting my Hobbywing Axe motor on this, the combo, but I wanted to hold off and see what I can do with brushed motors first. And so far, I'm mostly impressed with this setup the best, with the 1080 and the 13 turn Crawlmaster. But let me know your thoughts of it, and let me know your thoughts on what I did with these pins here. Like I said, that's a super cheap, you know, option, and it goes on easy. You just pop it on here. You gotta line it up. Oh, let's get it in place. There's that side. There we go. And like I said, the bed is, and I use vinyl, and I just filled the holes. Put vinyl underneath, and I use shoe glue to fill the gap of the hole, and I just put vinyl on top, just trying to kind of fill the holes in, so I didn't have just big holes in my bed, just to kind of camouflage it a little bit. I might put some scale items back there to kind of hide that even more. But like I was saying, the bed itself is literally sitting right on top of those 2 posts right there. So it's, those pins in the back really didn't serve much of a purpose, in my opinion. But all right guys, if you like this video and you like what I did this RC, please hit that like button. It helps my channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or anything about the Trailfinder here, just hit me up in the comment section. And as always, thank you for everything.